Good morning and welcome, and thank you very much for coming out and joining me today. I'm just taking 5 minutes to sit down, to drink a bit of water and just enjoy this magnificent view. This woodland really is stunning, but it's really hard work getting here. The main walk in is all uphill, and with your kit being heavy, it takes it out of you. So I'm just gathering myself and just taking 5 and enjoying this. I'm out today doing a solo camp, and I must admit I'm really ready for it. Things have been a bit rubbish lately. Sadly, my youngest brother passed away back in February, so as you can imagine, for myself and my family it's been quite a difficult time. So I just came out today to get some headspace. Nice little solo camp, just gather my thoughts, just try and process stuff and just enjoy being out in nature, because as they say, nature is a great healer. This woodland really is beautiful, and later on we'll take a little look around. It's quite windy. The wind's forecast, to pick up a little bit more. The temperature's forecast to drop, and we're forecast heavy rain and snow in the early hours of the morning. So it's going to be an interesting one. I've got a bit of a different method for setting up my tarp and my hammock on this trip. So I'm looking forward for trying that out, and I hope it works out, because I've brought nothing else. So if it doesn't, I'm up the creek without a paddle, so to speak. Right then, that's me all set up. Let's go and have a wander over here and have a look. I'm using the DD 3 metre by 3 metre tarp, the DD frontline hammock and the DD under blanket with the OAX 900 Leviathan sleeping bag. And as I mentioned, I've gone for a different setup today, so let's go and have a little look at that. As I mentioned, I'd earlier heard about jungle knots, so I thought I'd look into them and give them a shot, give them a go. I've attached it at the end of the tarp there, and the same as on all 4 corners. And that's a series of loops and knots going up. And then we just take it round the tree, feed it back through one of the loops, and that interlocks back on itself on a knot. Then I'm using climbing webbing as tree huggers, bringing that down to a marlin spike hitch and some Amsteel whoopie slings. Takes that down to the carabiner, which is suspending my hammock. I forgot tent pegs today, so I've had to improvise and gather some hazel and knock up some tent pegs. Let's go and have a little wander over where I'm going to be having my fire. We've got a camouflage army basher. Is where I'm going to sit under tonight, because as I mentioned, we're expecting rain. I'm going to dig a fire pit there. I've got my chair there. I'm going to sit back. Hopefully, on that wall, hopefully will reflect the heat back onto me, keep me nice and toasty. I'm going to dig that area out there for the fire pit, and then start processing some firewood. But this place is absolutely stunning. Let's have a little look about. There we go. How beautiful is that? How amazing does that look? Got a water source along there. I have brought drinking water with me, but if I need any more, I can soon gather some here. There we go. How amazing does that look? Perfect for a nice solo camp. Right, I'm going to go and crack on and get this fire pit dug. Bring us back in a bit. Right, I've got myself a nice hot coffee and I'm ready for this. Temperature's starting to drop and it's starting to get quite wet now. Got all the wood processed for the night. I'm just going to sit and chill before I light the fire. I'll spin you round, you can just have a look at the firewood. There we go, I've got the firewood there. Got the fire pit ready, I've dug that out. Done the upside down fire method, so I'll just get some tinder and kindling and what have you on top of there later. And we'll get that fired up. But for now, I'm just going to sit back, enjoy this coffee and have a snack because I'm quite hungry now. Just some cheese and crackers, squirty cheese and some crackers. I'm getting quite hungry now. These should tie us over until I get me main meal later on tonight. Right, I'm just sitting here enjoying my coffee and cheese and crackers, and that wind's picked up a little bit, and looking over the boundary of the woodland it looks like that rain's got quite heavy, but in here seems fairly sheltered. I'm just sitting back relaxing and just taking a bit of a rest after prepping all the firewood and getting here. But I'm looking forward for getting the fire lit and kicking back and enjoying a few beers. I've got a nice bit of steak to cook on the fire. But yeah, I'm looking forward for the night. I'm hoping this doesn't get too bad, but hopefully we're alright sat under here. But I'm going to finish my coffee and we'll be getting that fire lit soon because that temperature is certainly dropping down a little bit. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but that wind's definitely picked up a little bit. Right, I think it's time we got this fire lit. It really is getting a bit cold and wet now. And I've bought some of this fire lighting card to try out. I think you just tear strips off, scrape it as though you would birch bark, and see if it'll take a spark. Or you can use a lighter, but we'll give it a go with a spark, see how it works out. Bloody hell, straight away. Well, that's me up on my first can, and I'm drinking a Buxton Brewery Axe Edge Indian Pale Ale. This is really nice. It's a 6.8% though, it's quite strong. And the weather's absolutely, as predicted, just rubbish. But the fire's burning away nice. I need to put a little bit more wood on there now, but it is burning away nice, and I'm staying quite dry underneath this tarp. Temperature's dropped. I've had to put my jacket back on. I put a woolly hat on, and I've put my shemag back on. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's canny. I'm enjoying it. So I'm going to get a steak on the go shortly, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'm just going to kick back, chill by the fire, listen to rain on the tarp, and maybe listen to a podcast. I've been listening to the Wardsman podcast, and I've been really enjoying that. So I might listen to that before I turn in for the night. But we'll see how long I stay up tonight. Just with this weather like this, might be best having an early night, but we'll see how it goes. Right, I'm gonna enjoy this, put some more wood on the fire, and get back to you in a bit. Well then, that's me in the hammock and in my sleeping bag, in the warm and dry. Well, that weather's taken a bit of a turn for the worse. Wind's got up a little bit, and that rain changed, the wind changed direction and started taking the rain under the tarp where I was sat in front of the fire. As you can see, I've had to pull my tarp in, keep the rain out. But yeah, I'm just laid chilling now. I'm going to listen to that. I'm going to listen to a podcast. That's not good, that, like. I'm going to listen to a podcast. See how it goes. Not good at all. Right, I'll catch up with you later. Well then, good morning. And that was a rough night. It's starting to snow a little bit now, and it's pretty cold. Last time I spoke to you would have been when I was in my hammock, having to get out the weather. The weather changed direction, started coming in from this way. The rain was going under the tarp and started to get me wet. So I thought the best thing was just to get in my hammock, get in my sleeping bag, and just stay warm and dry. I was going to listen to a podcast, but I decided against that and just nodded off, really. It's a bit of a hailstorm now. So I'll get under the trees, some shelter. I'm going to make a start and packing up. Well, I'm really pleased that the jungle knots held up and my suspension system. I did start to get a bit concerned with that at one point in the night. But no, it's done well, it's done well. Right, I better make a start on clearing away and getting myself out of here. Who'd go camping? just love it though. Fantastic. Right then, that's me all packed up and ready to go. The sun's shining, but it looks like the weather's going to change again. That wind's picked up. As you can see, that's where my fire was. I've cleared that away and filled in the hole. Got my rucksack and my bag just down here, and I was set up just along here from this tree to this end. Despite the weather, it's been quite a good camp. I've really enjoyed it. Obviously I turned in early last night, but I feel quite refreshed. Feel like I've had a really good sleep, despite waking up several times due to the wind and the rain. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this. Just a shame I didn't get to sit out by the fire and enjoy my beers and enjoy my steak, but what can you do? I needed to get somewhere warm and dry, so it was my hammock and sleeping bag. Anyway, right, I'm going to get going. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. It's been a bit different, and as always, stay safe and bye for now.